Yeah, it's a tough situation. He fought so hard. Um, he all he wanted to do was play basketball, and this happened, and now he's no longer here. But his spirit will live through us. And how we practice, how we play, how we approach everything. It puts things in perspective because when this happens, it's bigger than basketball. It touched our team yesterday, especially the guys that played with him, and even the guys that didn't get a chance to play with him. Just to know that he fought through 5 different levels of leukemia, and that's a guy that battled and fought, and now he's in heaven, and we're just going to remember him and keep fighting hard.
While you didn't get a chance to coach him, what will you remember about him and his overall spirit?
Well, his personality. I had a chance to spend some time with him before, when I first took over the job before school was out, and I asked him, what he really wanted to do as far as next year, and he said he wanted to play. And that was before anything was diagnosed. And he and I texted over the last couple of weeks, him asking me about having the equipment manager bring him more gear. He's fighting for his life, and he just wanted to have the Tiger gear and represent us. And, that says a lot about him.
What does it say about him? Chris Paul tweeted about him. There were tons of people that knew him that tweeted about him. His personality, the guy that he was.
Yeah, he was a kid. He had fun. He great personality. Everybody loved him. No one had a negative word about him, and that just shows you the touch that he had on everybody, or the impact that he had on everybody that he came into contact with.
How was the team responded in the last couple of days, particularly the guys that knew him and played with him very well?
Well, initially over last weekend, we got some news that it would be pretty close, so I had to break the news to the guys, and they really didn't take it well, but they knew that he was still fighting. And then the news yesterday, they all cried, and it hurt them because they see themselves in that situation, that it could have easily have been them, and he was a really good person, and to no longer be here, it's a tough situation.
I know it's still really fresh, but will you guys do any ribbons or anything to kind of remember him?
Well, we're gonna do. I think our equipment manager made some pins, and we're gonna probably do ribbons as well, definitely for tomorrow's game. No, we're going to do it for the rest of the year. I want to put the permanent ribbon on in his honor, and our coaches will wear that pin every day.
Do you know what it looks like?
I do not. I haven't seen it yet. Sorry.
And if you just kind of explain who he was and how the team is taking it, what do you think? Well, how do you think his passing? What do you think it shows them? You know what I mean? He's a fighter.
Yeah, I think that the guys that really knew him, because the guys from last year played with him, they roomed with him on the road and here. His personality was so good. He was just a positive person. And I have seen the impact from some guys because they knew that all he wanted to do was play basketball. We complain about a lot of things, and, they just put it into perspective. Why am I complaining? I have something that I can do about it. I'm a healthy body. Kareem, all he wanted to do was play basketball. I need to just focus on just playing basketball and not worrying about all the other things. So they're affected by it, and it's in a positive way because he was a fighter and he fought really hard. And they're definitely they're getting positive energy from this, even though it's a sad situation. But they're getting positive energy from it. I have not spoken with his family. His father and his mom told our trainer that they're going to go back. Because of their religious beliefs, go back to where they were from and take Kareem there. But he thanked us for caring and being there to support Kareem.
How typical has this been for you as a first-year head coach? And this is somebody from obviously the previous regime, but a Tiger nonetheless. We're trying to get to know him while he's going through this.
Yeah, once family, always family. Even though I didn't get a chance to coach him, I still went to see him in the hospital. We still spoke through text. I spoke to him on the phone, and you kind of sympathize as a father. I have kids, so you understand what if that was your child there. And I played with plenty of teammates that it could have happened to, that could have been in the hospital. And you just put yourself in that moment with their family and with him. And, you didn't have to have known him a long time to understand that he's a kid that was fighting for his life and lost his life to a unbelievable disease. I've had a few friends to lose their life to leukemia and cancer, so it's amazing. Yeah, it was in Nashville. It meant a lot to me because, I was representing him, and he was proud of that because he did a video for that awards, And when I got back, he was like, "Coach, do you have my award?" Like, he really wanted the award. I was going to give it to him, but he was like, "I want the award." So, like I said, he was a beautiful kid, man. It's just an unfortunate situation. No, as it got later into the diagnosis and things started to turn for the worse, the germs and everything from people going in and out of there, we couldn't go in there because all of the players wanted to go, but they couldn't. All we could do was just continue to pray for him and pray for his family.
Obviously, you got your first two players in that early signing period. What do you think of
We did well. I'd say A+ in both those areas with both of those players. They bring a lot to the table: athleticism, toughness, scoring, and they both know me really well, and I know them, so it's familiarity.
Totally switching gears. Obviously, LSU, easy game to get up for, tough team on the road. Tell me about this Yale team and how you can kind of, it looks different on the schedule. You don't want these guys to step down for you.
Well, unfortunately for us, there are no step downs. We have so much to prove to ourselves, and Yale isn't the Yale that people think that they were maybe 30 years ago. They're really athletic. They play a different style. They still have some of the Princeton offense type in there where they do a lot of back doors and a lot of motion, kind of like CBU. But we don't take them for granted. They're really good. They just played in China against the University of California, and they beat them by 20 points. So they're very capable, and they're coming in here to beat us. And we'll never get complacent as long as I'm the coach because we can't even afford to. Well, we do it every day, and we've had the luxury to play against some teams that have had some shooters already, and we're going to try to learn from our mistakes, not leaving the guys open that we know that can hurt us from the perimeter. But you're right, they're going to test us, but we have to be ready for it. We're at home, we got to come back out and get back on the right track from the LSU game and give it all that we have. I thought our schemes were good. I think that I would give us a B-, maybe a C on how we actually defended it. We did some things partially right and a lot of things wrong, but for the most part, the game plan was good. It's just in the situations, didn't really think them through all the way, and we'll get better with that.
Any update on Lance?
No update on Lance yet.
We've been seeing these other transfer decisions come in.
Mm-hmm.
Does that add to the frustration at all?
Well, it does add to the frustration, but I'm just trying to be patient, and I'm sure I feel for Lance because Lance is innocent in this situation, and he wants to play, and I want him to play, and we just have to be a little bit more patient. Hopefully, the patience will pay off with a positive result instead of a negative result.
With Mike Parks leading the team in rebounding in only 15 minutes, how important is it to get him all the way back healthy?
Yeah, Mike played really well in that game. Like he has a back injury, but he's still able to go and perform. And like you said, he led us in rebounds in 15 minutes. That says a lot to me. And I had a long talk with him after the game and just told him to just keep going. I'm going to play him more minutes and keep doing what he's doing because he's one of the leaders on the team.
You see more pride in terms of rebounding and practice after that game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We had a week to prepare for that. But, we didn't do what we needed to do in the game. We were ready for everything that they threw at us and didn't meet the challenge. And that was disheartening to me as a coach because we knew exactly what they were going to do. Even though they were a top 25 team, we still had an opportunity to win, especially if we would have handled our own business on the rebounding. They had 13 offensive rebounds when we knew that's what they were going to do. And that's a fail on my part and on the team's part, and we'll get better with that.
How green is Tyler Harris shooting? How green is he green like?
Well, you see, it's ultra green. Really, I try to give them freedom. I will talk to them today about bad shots, but I try to give them freedom to try to shoot shots that they know that they can make. Some of the shots were really deep, and but there's shots that he's made in his life before. But we'll talk about it. But I try to give these guys freedom, and the light is very green.
Just in light of everything that happened, yesterday and this week with Green, how do you feel the team will be responding tomorrow in spite of all this?
I think through this tragic situation that the team will find a way to use this motivation. The guys they're going to play for him. They're going to play, because they know that's what he wanted to do. All he wanted to do was play basketball before he got hit with this deadly disease. And these guys are, they're going to take that as motivation.
I don't know if it's been asked already again, but is there anything you told the team specifically about Kareem? Have you said anything to him?
No, I think the guys from last year know him more than I do. I mean, they're the guys that are really doing all of the talking, and like I said, they took it hard. And but I'm sure that they're going to use it as motivation to go out there and to play in his honor and in his name.